Welcome, and thank you for joining us in day 18 of our 21-day yoga series. Today we take on Restorative Yoga. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and meet me in a seated position on the mat, grounded through the sit bones as we lengthen through the spine, starting to focus in on the breath and the body, tuning into that ujjayi breath as we inhale from the chest, exhale from the belly. Noticing how the body's feeling at the start of today's practice. Taking one last breath as we start to bring our awareness to the present moment. We'll come to our tabletop as we transition to our child's pose. We want to bring the big toes to touch, glutes meet the heels, widen the legs. We can walk the hands down as the forehead meets the mat. A few options here for our hands. We can keep them extended straight out. We can send them behind us on the legs. Or option to stack the arms, placing the forehead on the forearms. Choosing whichever option works best for your body. As we finish up our last adjustments, find your child's pose that feels best in your body. After we find that, we'll come to stillness, connecting with that ujjayi breath, allowing us to come deeper into the posture. Being present and aware without judgment, noticing how the body feels, the hips, thighs, the ankles, the back. Just noticing here the tensions or sensations throughout the body. In one last breath, and on that next inhale, we'll slowly walk the hands up. As we come into our tabletop position, we want the shoulders stacked over the wrists and the hips over the knees. We'll inhale that right arm up, open the chest, and on that exhale, threading it through, bringing that right shoulder to the mat, head to the mat. That left hand, we could keep it planted by the face or extend it straight out. We also have the option of sending it behind the back to rest on that right thigh. Choosing your option, whichever works best for your body today, as we come to our thread the needle pose. Keep each inhale and exhale smooth and even. The deeper you breathe, the more your body will be able to relax. With every exhalation, release the shoulders a little more into the pose. 2 more breaths. On that next exhale, we'll start to return the palm next to the face. We'll inhale, come up as we reach that right arm up, open the chest, exhale, return left palm to the mat. We'll inhale, reach that left arm up, chest opens, exhale, threading it through, shoulder comes to the mat. Head comes to the mat. We can choose our option with that hand placement, finding stillness in our thread the needle pose, dialing into that breath. With each exhale, let's release the tension we may be feeling in our body. Taking a moment to dial in, noticing where we may feel this tension throughout the body. And with that exhale comes release. Taking 2 more breaths. On that next exhale, we can bring that right palm to rest beside the face. We'll inhale that left arm up, chest opens. Exhale, left palm to the mat. We'll come to lie on our stomach where we'll take on our Sphinx pose. I will first demonstrate 2 options that we have. The first one being our Sphinx pose. We want our arms at a 90-degree, arms beside the body, helping to lift the chest. We want the pelvis grounded to the mat. If we get into our Sphinx and realize we want a deeper stretch, we'll bring the hands under the shoulders. As we inhale, keep those elbows in, cobra. We'll make our way into either our Sphinx or our cobra. As we take any last minute adjustments, any last minute wiggles. As we start to find stillness with the breath and the pose. We want to keep the arms in close towards the body, the pelvis grounded to the mat. Taking a moment to notice how the body's feeling, connecting with the breath, noticing any tension or any sensations throughout. Maybe noticing how the shoulders and the low back are feeling. Just noticing without judgment. 2 more breaths. And on that next exhale, we can gently release. We'll stack the forearms so that we can rest the forehead on the forearms. So we take a moment here just to feel the effects of our Sphinx and our cobra pose. When we're ready, we can slowly make our way up. We'll flip around as we come to a reclined position on the mat. We'll bring the knees into the chest, choosing your hand placement. We have the option of staying here, holding in our knees to chest, or we can come to our happy baby pose. We'll bring the bottoms of the feet up, legs at a 90-degree. We can hold here at the shins, the big toe, the heel, or the outer edge of the foot. In our happy baby, we want the knees pulled in towards the armpit, chest open, with the back of the neck flat on the ground. We'll take any last minute adjustments, settling in to our happy baby or knees to chest. Utilizing the breath, with each exhale, bringing the knees closer to the body. Tailbone reaches towards the ground. 2 more breaths. And on that next exhale, returning the bottoms of the feet to the mat. Lastly, coming to our reclined butterfly, we'll bring the bottoms of the feet to touch as we open the hips, allowing the knees to fall out towards the mat. You can bring a hand to the chest and a hand to the belly if we'd like. As we focus in on the breath, diving deeper into our reclined butterfly, allowing the body to feel heavy. Our reclined butterfly is a great way to stimulate the heart and to improve general circulation. Bringing awareness to the body, noticing any tension or any sensations. Taking 2 more breaths. On that next inhale, we'll slowly start to bring the legs to center, We can take a moment to take any last minute stretches, and when we're ready, we'll make our way to our corpse pose for our final relaxation, our Shavasana. Awareness in the body and in the breath. So we take a moment to clear the mind of any expectations, any to-do lists, allowing for a moment for ourselves. Awareness in the body as we take one last moment to noticing how the body's feeling at the end of today's practice. We can start to wiggle the toes and wiggle the fingers. When we're ready, rolling onto that right side as we find our fetal pose position. Taking a moment to find clarity and security here in our fetal pose. And when you're ready, slowly making your way to a seated position on the mat. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Thank you all for joining me in day 18 of our 21-day yoga series. Today we took on Restorative Yoga. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave me your favorite animal emoji in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified of our daily video drops. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.